Welcome to day 68 of our BitClout journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian. And did you have a happy Memorial Day, Brian? I guess maybe I shouldn't say happy. Did you have a relaxing Memorial Day with your family?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to kind of relax, and you actually came over, so you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, not too much really happened with BitClout since yesterday. I mean, we had the huge news over the weekend where they opened it up for credit card payments and you can now use Google Sign In. Nothing really happened yesterday other than one thing. Would you like to talk about that, Brian?
Yeah, so last night, late last night, actually, it wasn't really today. It was late last night, and they announced that you can now on board with more than just a US dollar. Before Wire, like when they announced it, you could only use Wire for USD. Now they've rolled it out for, I think, like 27, correct, I might not be exactly right, but I think like 27 different currencies, global currencies. So that's a big, I mean, but for us in the United States, it's not big, but for our global BitClout users, it's big because now they can on board without having to buy Bitcoin because their currency is likely accepted. I mean, there's 27 global currencies now accepted. That's a good deal of the planet. So I think it's going to definitely streamline the onboarding process globally.
Yeah, it's like you don't look at it as like some people just don't want to use Bitcoin to sign up. And the idea that you can use a credit card or Apple Pay to buy the BitClout when you want to buy your own coin or buy other creator coins on the platform, I think that's really big. And I think a lot of people are realizing that BitClout's here and it's here, and they're making these changes as a community, ask them to make changes. And the onboarding process just got super easy over the weekend. And now it's super easy for not only people in the US, but people internationally as well.
Yeah, I just want to like point out something that might not be so good is that now that you're able to onboard with just a simple credit card uh, or bank account, debit card, whatever, however, Apple Pay, I'm kind of scared that we're going to see more scams because now, before scammers had to transfer Bitcoin to a new account. And if you didn't have Bitcoin, it was hard to scam unless you had another account that could transfer money from that account to a new account, which kind of links you to that other account. So now you can kind of start a brand new account that's not linked to anything. And that's a little scary because I could see it kind of opening up for more scams. And there has been a lot of scams. Like you're going to talk about one that
Yeah, well, wouldn't that require a like a stolen credit card or something? Because otherwise it could
Well,
trace back.
yeah, but I don't think so. Okay, so you create a new account with your Apple Pay and you fund it whatever the $10. Who's gonna who's gonna trace it back? Like it's decentralized, so
That's a good point.
nobody at BitClout's gonna say, "Oh, let's trace it." So
You might be
I
able
mean,
to
yeah, I guess
contact Wire. You might be able to do something to Wire. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their terms of service are, but it's definitely gives us some food for thought. So there was a scam that I actually fell for this morning, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself for falling for it. But it was pretty elaborate the way they did it. So everybody on the platform knows who WhaleShark.pro is. He's one of the top creators on the all-time creator list as far as coin value goes. And he's also working to create something called E1337, or he has created it, and he has an account here on BitClout. But I was just browsing around the internet. And I saw it appeared that he made a post on Twitter advertising this E1337 account on BitClout, but it was the wrong E1337 account. It was E1337_pro. And the account, WhaleShark.pro, that made this post had 2 underscores in his name instead of just 1. And this account had 122,000 followers on Twitter. So to me, it never crossed my mind that this could be a fake account. But I fell for it and I bought $800 worth of the creator coin. And then, luckily, Chaus, CHAUS, sent us a message and told us that it was a scam. And we could pull our money out of the coin and only lose the approximately, I think it was $86 in the founder reward. But I actually made a post about this on BitClout this morning, warning everybody about it. These scams are going to get more and more elaborate. And, like people are creating fake Twitter accounts just to promote a fake BitClout account. They're creating fake Instagram accounts just to promote fake BitClout accounts. So you got to be careful and, do your due diligence.
Yeah, and like this was pretty elaborate because the person used an account that had 122,000 followers. So they had an account that was built up and they just changed the name. And I'm wondering, can you go back and see what that account was before they changed it to that? Because that might give some clues as to who might be behind that scam. I don't know if that's possible. Do you know?
You mean on Twitter? See what
Yeah.
Twitter account? I don't know how easy it is to do on Twitter. You need to get their ID and then use some other.
Yeah, so yeah, I think the point is that these scammers are getting more elaborate. People are catching on to scams quicker, but that means the scammers need to kind of up their game, unfortunately. And they're pulling stunts like this where, yeah, I mean, you see a whaleshark.pro Twitter account with 122,000 followers, you're not going to even think, oh, it has 2 underscores in it. This is fake. You're not going to look at that. You're going to see whaleshark.pro, see he has all these followers. You're going to think it's him. And then you're going to see he links to this BitClout account. You're going to likely think you're getting in on a deal and it's really a scam. So it's a shame that there has to be scammers like this, but I think in any space, you're going to have the bottom feeders who are looking to take advantage of people, unfortunately. And as a community, I think we just got to work together to kind of weed out these scammers and kind of let people know what to look for and what to avoid. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. There's going to be scams. You just got to be careful. So I think that's a good place to end. There wasn't really too much to talk about today, but we will be back at you tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.